So we got Zom 100 episode 6, RV of the Dead. After a quick little hiatus, Zom 100 is back in action. And during this episode, our cast tries to escape Tokyo due to some failing infrastructure in the city, but are confronted by, I'd say, a demon. This man is a demon from the past. So, episode starts off with some watch shopping, quote unquote. And they're just looking for some very nice watches. We talking about multi-million yen watches. They got a little Rolex in the case. They don't care. Nobody did a guard it. I would have kept the Rolex, by the way. That thing was nice.
That's a $70,000 watch, boys.
Yes, yes. That's not the tiny presidential. It's that 41 millimeter. But getting back to the show, number 15, get a solid gold watch, was knocked off the list. And that's just something you keep in your pocket. You know, that's gold's always going to be worth something, no matter what happens. I feel like,
And even if it isn't worth it, you look fly.
right? I don't know if I keep it on my wrist now. I don't know if I keep it on my wrist.
You know,
It's the
probably
apocalypse.
it
Somebody
might
might
have
just
been.
chop your thing off, man.
That might have been a good way for him to get out of what's coming on down the line. You know,
Right? Yeah. If he would have had that in his back pocket and be like,
hey
"Yo, just
man,
take this. Don't even worry about it." Yeah.
big brand.
Yes. But do any of you guys have like a dream watch or a watch you're looking to buy next? I am not a watch collector, but I keep my eye on the market.
Oh,
Not
okay.
a big watch guy. If
Okay.
I had to, it'd be a gold Day with a green face.
Holy
I
shit.
want the Masters watch, dude.
He wants the day date. Okay.
I want the
Okay.
Masters watch. It is never gonna happen. And I'm good with a smartwatch. Just give me what I need. You know, it's got everything I need on it. But
Yeah, you can get some day dates for not crazy, but
yeah, I gotta win the Masters for the one I want, dude.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. What about you, Tyler?
No, I don't
Not a
do
watch guy.
watches, bro.
He wants it's actually a Naruto watch and has Minato's face on it, and the fingers are actually kunai. And
I
the
bet
hour
he'd be
one,
super happy if we
and the
got him
hour
that.
one is just Minato's fancy lightning kunai thing.
Ain't nothing wrong
Look,
with
I
that.
mean, I would probably wear that occasionally, yeah.
He
If I
doesn't.
could remember to put
He
it
doesn't want
on.
a condo on his wrist. He wants the Hokage on his wrist, boys.
And
Can
by
I get
occasionally, he means every day when he wakes up.
wait? Can I get one that's got like a hologram that pops up of Minato and it
He
just
actually
like talks
he
to
wants.
me?
You can get whatever you like.
You know what? I take it back. I want Ben 10's watch.
Oh my god. Okay, guys.
I want to transform into aliens, dude.
No one said Seiko. Not even. I didn't even get a Timex out of you boys. I got a Master's watch in fucking Minato. God damn it.
And the watch from Ben 10.
Yeah, and the watch from Ben 10. Now, how could I forget?
I mean, I don't know of any other watches.
You're all
Yeah,
good.
if anybody wants to give me a solid gold $70,000 watch, I'll take that too. I ain't picky.
We just gotta blow up, bro. We just gotta blow up.
Send me gifts, bro.
But getting back to the anime at hand here. So Akira and Kincho are actually telling us that they're out of water and the water pumps in the city have quit working. So there's nothing getting to that tower they have on the roof, that water tower they have. And then the city is no longer has power. The power goes out during the night, and man, they get an amazing view of the stars. I thought that was a really cool moment, even though it kind of means you got to get the fuck out at the same time.
Yeah, I really liked how they used that to transition to their next big scheme. You know, with like Tendo had memories of his childhood and seeing a similar, night sky because he grew up out in the country.
Right.
And it kind of made him think like, it's time to go home. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool transition, actually. There's also no more internet, and the phones are no longer working. So I feel bad for old Tendo. Um, Imagine getting the honey's digits, and like the next day, the phone just doesn't work.
Shame.
You worked up the courage, raised her up, and then bang, gone. But yeah, they're out to go to the farm, and they're out leaving the city. And they're like, what should we do? Where should we go? And they're like, should we farm? Should we hunt? How are we going to sustain ourselves? But they have to leave because there's more and more zombies in Tokyo. and they're preparing to leave, and they're getting their bags together. Akira kind of goes by his old apartment and says goodbye to old college life and his work life because he knows he's leaving Tokyo for good. And then they're talking about, how are we actually going to get out of here? And I think it's pretty common. I like that they brought this up in the anime itself. Is the like standard vehicle to travel in is an RV or a fucking big ass truck. So they're off to the RV store, boys.
Yeah, conveniently there was a big camper expo, so there's gonna be hundreds of RVs there, straight for the picking. Because who's there to tell you to not to take it? Just grab the keys and go, baby.
True.
And before we get into the RV stuff, did you see what Akira packed with him?
Everything.
No.
He had like a water gun
Yeah,
and
water gun. He packed a water gun with him, bro.
the aqua
Gotta stay
blicky.
strapped.
The aqua blicky, dude.
What's he gonna do with that? Like, is he gonna like shoot Shizuka
I mean,
with it?
not from experience, but you can make a pretty dope flamethrower with a water gun.
I'm pretty sure Akira's not gonna do that though.
Maybe he's going to a wedding. I used to take water gun in my breast pocket to like every wedding I went to until here
Yeah.
recently, the last couple of years. Yeah, I used to keep the blicky on me. You know what I'm saying?
The blicky was full of tequila.
How do you know? No. I would like show somebody. It was just like a fun little party trick. I would like, let me show you something. And I'd pull it out. And then I'd squirt their mouth with vodka. People love that shit, dude. You gotta have some fun. You're at a wedding.
I love that. I've never heard of that, but I would love that.
Yeah, it's just
It would
so
make my
classic.
day.
But yeah, so they pull up to the RV store, and who can you imagine they run into? I mean, shocker. They find Shizuka. She's got the same MO. She's looking to get out of the city because she can't. And I guess they were onto something when they thought that the RV was the mode of transportation for the zombie world, because the biggest like party pooper big planner in the entire anime had the same idea. So they were onto something here, guys.
yeah.
Yep.
And it was funny. Like they were, Akira's like, "Yo, are we good? Are we a team? We're all here together. Are we a team?" And Shizuka is just not having it, man. She's like, "I don't have enough lives to be your teammate to hang out with you," which I thought was an incredible line by her. That's like the first funny thing I've actually heard her say. But she kind of gives in after a while because I think it's kind of hard to take care of an RV by yourself.
Well, it's pretty hard to drive an RV when you don't have your license and don't know how to drive a moving vehicle.
Oh, that was hilarious. Kensho brought up that, do you have a license?
She's like,
In-
no.
Kensho is a great wingman, y'all. Like Akira would have failed right now if it wasn't for Kensho. Kensho like set him up for success by making her understand that she needed Akira. So
True, very true. That was a good point. She's never operated a motor vehicle. And I feel like places like, I've never been there, but Tokyo, it's like maybe a lot of people don't even need a vehicle. Might be like New York City.
Yeah, it's definitely like that. I mean, you see like most people just ride bikes or take public transportation,
Right. Yeah. And it's definitely very robust in those like mega cities we have on this planet. So that makes sense. She has no idea what she's doing out there, even though there's really no other cars. We come to find out. But good job, Kensho. Good job.
Definitely. So they're at the RV show and they're poking around and there's a bunch of cool ass RVs there. I'm a big camper guy, so I love this. And Shizuka is just over there thinking like the most practical vehicle there is, 4-wheel drive, mid-size, imported for durability, because I guess the Japanese make the most reliable cars in the world, but that's not what she's looking for. She's looking for something like a Hummer. Big strong. But then she says she wants a hybrid for fuel efficiency. Like some of these things don't add up. I mean, you can't have a 4x4 hybrid. They don't even really make them unless you buy a fully electric car, which sounds like a terrible idea for the world they're living in right now.
Isn't the highest package of the next Ford fucking Ranger going to be 4-wheel drive and a hybrid?
No, it's gonna be a hybrid. they're gonna have an electric one coming down the line.
I thought it was they have a hybrid coming out this year or next year. They do.
But 2 years from now, but it's not like a
It's not a
standard
four-wheel
4x4. It's going to be 2-wheel drive, rear wheel, and then 2 electric motors in the front.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what if we get her a Tesla?
What's she
Truck.
going to charge it at? There's no electricity.
Solar powers, bro.
There's just
What do you mean?
There's no
probably solar panels somewhere.
Yeah, you don't just plug a car into a solar panel, Tyler. What are you talking about? There was infrastructure involved in this. Have you never seen like the 80 superchargers on the side of the highway?
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
We can make this work.
It is an anime. It is an anime.
They've tried.
They did kill a shark with a pair of D batteries.
Yeah, Risk Girl can figure this shit out, bro.
She ain't here.
She ain't dumb. She ain't dumb.
Well, I mean, like I said, you give her some solar panels, some wires, and a Tesla.
Tesla is going to take 400 days to charge on the trickle you get off solar panels.
Solar panels on top of the Tesla.
They've tried this. It doesn't work.
We are going to make it work. This is the apocalypse. We can do what we want.
Apocalypse.
As somebody who has a camper with a solar panel on it, I'm telling you, that thing does not spit out nearly enough energy to run a car. It barely runs a cooler and charging your cell phones if it's cloudy.
Yeah, but I did like how she was going about it. Like she didn't want something supersized, like where she couldn't get around cars on the road that were stuck. I mean, 4-wheel drive, that's automatic, right? You got to have that in the apocalypse. But the hybrid part I thought was cool. One, because I have a hybrid. And I get like 41 miles to the gallon. I was like, yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Well,
look at there.
Unfortunately, none of it mattered because the zombies came and they just jumped in the nearest one to them and took off. So they got your standard looking like travel camper RV. Fits 4 people. It's going to be a good ride for them.
Yeah, and we actually got another thing off the bucket list knocked off. Number 17, riding an RV crossed off. What the fuck was that doing on the bucket list, dog? Dude, who cares?
Kendo's been all about the RVs the entire time. He's been talking about it like since the beginning.
Yeah, he has been here and there.
I mean,
here and there.
I was gonna say I don't think it's ride in an RV. I think it's like go traveling in an RV. You know, I think that's what's going through his head. Some adventure, not just adventure. Like driving an RV through Tokyo and be like done.
That's true. I mean,
the thing is we talked about, you know, like how, you know, in Japan, the big cities or whatever, like there's not like it's not very useful to drive. You know, you can actually get to places faster if you know, ride bikes or walk or whatever because of the traffic and all the people, pedestrians and stuff like that. So it's not really any places unless you travel for a little bit to actually like get, you know, camp or whatever, you know, go see sightseeing in the countryside or whatever. It's not the same country as we got over here, you know?
Yeah, and even then their bullet train system is so damn efficient that there's no point of driving. You just take a train wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
So sweet. I want some bullet trains in the US.
So with all that being said, you know, not a lot of people probably get in an RV. It's probably like a kind of a dream for some people to get an RV and, you know, camp, I guess, and go somewhere far away and
camp. Did you say you didn't want a bullet train?
No, I said, give me a bullet train.
Oh, okay. We could like meet up in DC and fucking play golf.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would be down to see in about 3 hours, dude. It'd be faster than a plane. It's like 500 miles per hour.
Yeah, and I could drink wine on it.
True.
Amtrak hit me up. Yeah, I mean, Akira actually starts to try to put some riz on our girl here. He's talking about how the roads are so creepy and like, you know, them being empty. Usually when like the weekends, the roads going in and out of Tokyo are slam full of cars. And Shizuka actually replies that like really no one had the opportunity to run. And I learned that during this episode, and she actually said that the virus spread faster than any other in history. So she's been doing her homework and you know compiling different events and a timeline. And I didn't know. Yeah, we Akira woke up and the zombies were everywhere, but I didn't realize it spread just that fast, where like everybody was sick all at once. So her actually saying that kind of opened my eyes to it.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty much watching the news about like freak bites, like right before he went to bed, and
Yep.
then woke up the next day and half the city was fucked. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this is like if how fast COVID spread at the beginning had a zombie trait to it,
Everybody would have been sick for sure.
dead. We don't be zombies.
But yeah, she kind of went on some nerd shit, which I appreciated. She started actually compiling possible solutions, and ideas to come up with like a vaccine that can counter any sort of like dangerous virus, like what they have in this world. So hopefully they tie that little sentence back in later in the anime. I don't. I really hope so. Because that would be cool to go down that path, maybe in a latter season or later this season, where they're trying to find a vaccine or something like that.
Yeah, I did like too that she basically was like, he's like, Tendo was like, are there heroes out there trying to come up with this? And she's like, I hope so, but we're all being chased by zombies every day, so it's not going to be us.
Yep. Yep.
And you're not making a vaccine in the back of an RV, dude. That's where you make meth.
No. Wow. Okay.
We do not
I mean,
endorse drugs.
no, we don't. We don't.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yo, chill.
I'm talking about Breaking Bad, dude.
Yeah.
Chill
I know.
out.
But yeah, I think if they like got to more secure, they could start working on like some different things. If the plot changes in a way. But we also saw Shizuka. She was in there smiling, trying to hide her face from Akira a little bit. She was looking out the window, smiling and relaxed. So he's got the slow burn going a little bit with her. Got a little love developing. But on their way out,
Nice.
yeah. Uh, but on their way out on the highway, some random spike strips are laid out on the road, and they get out to see what the problem was. And as soon as it hits Shizuka that it's a trap, three big buses pull out in front of them, and there's a baseball team on them. And I was very confused. And then we see somebody, Chief Kosugi, Akira's old boss.
Yeah, I think it wasn't like they were a baseball team. I think that was like their gangster outfit, dude. Like that was some of the lamest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I thought it was a baseball team at first, and I was like, wait, this is I was like, yeah, this is a freaking gang. What are they doing?
He's up there with a metal baseball bat, dude. I was like, you're a fucking clown, dude. Get out of here.
I
We
mean, at
don't
least
want
the
you back
baseball
in the
pants, they
story.
make your legs look nice though. You know what I'm saying?
Not when you're that big, dude. I mean, there's some really awful pictures of Chris Christie when he was pitching during like the fire department versus police New York City game. Let me tell you, you don't want to
Oh
look at these
wow.
ones.
Yeah, I will not be looking for that.
Oh, if you know, you know. The man Fupa was strong.
Whoa. Whoa.
Not flattering.
No, no. But as soon as he sees the old boss there, the old chief, Akira reverts and starts having a panic attack. And it was painful to see our man's like this. Um, and then Kasugi actually got me for a second. He was like, you know what? I would never let my old employee down and leave him out, astray. And did he have you guys there for a second? That he was actually going to be a decent person? He had me for maybe 3 seconds. I was like, you know what? This is a nice guy. It's a
No.
nice guy.
Fuck that guy.
Anybody who puts spike traps down on a road that is clear and then surrounds them with buses, and stands on top of them, like that's Negan boy. That's Negan bullshit. You know what I mean? If y'all watch The Walking
Okay.
Dead, that's some
Okay.
Negan bullshit.
Hey man, you could have just put those spike strips in front of the off ramp to your little truck stop. You don't have to put them in the middle of the highway, dude. They're not for defense.
Man, it was nuts. Maybe I was thinking maybe it was just all a misunderstanding for a second. And then I was like, wait a second, this is his old boss. This guy's a piece of shit. Um but yeah, he offers to fix their truck and save Kincho if Akira just works for him for 2 days. and there's zombies coming, and Akira really can't say no because they're gonna die out there if he does. Um, Shizuka obviously doesn't look too happy about the whole situation. She's smacking her lips about the whole thing, and Akira he finally gives up and says, "Yeah, don't really have much choice. He has resources, and we need them, and we need to get inside of his fence." And so we pull up to the compound, and you see the workers, man. You guys notice how exhausted they looked?
Oh, they
It
look
was
horrendous.
yeah. And just like Shizuka, I think they're gonna be there more than 2 days. I don't think they're getting out of there in 2 days, guys.
And I don't know if we mentioned or not, but Kincho is currently hurt because our boy was riding a motorcycle when he hit the spike strips. So the
True.
muscle, is down right now, and that probably is going to play a lot into how long they actually do stay.
Yeah, I mean, with how fast the pacing on the show has been, though, I don't think it's gonna sit there for too long. I feel like they're gonna have some really crazy way they get out of there, which I'm
Yeah,
excited to see.
yeah. I hope they free the rest of the people because I think he's got some slaves in there, some indentured servants.
You,
Um, I think they're on the
um,
wrong side of sharecropping.
you know what I think? I think that we're gonna see a new member join before we leave this compound.
Oh,
I don't know if it'll be at this compound, but there's been one in the opening we haven't seen yet, so we got one coming for sure.
okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
think that
With
would make
samurai
sense. A
chick.
new character show up and help them get out of this mess.
See,
That's what
Yeah,
I think.
this is gonna be a hot take, but that stuff like that is why I try to avoid watching the openers because they do too much. There's a new character coming. I wouldn't have known that. You know,
it's a
I
character. We
get
don't know much
I get a
about it.
feeling for the intro, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta stop watching because they're gonna spoil something for me.
Oh, I noticed like the first time we watched it.
Oh, okay. No, I did not. I did
Some
not.
Ghost of Tsushima looking chick, dude.
I just put my head down and just bop my head. That's all I do. I
Yeah, I mean,
blindfold in the
I don't
intro.
really know how many more we got gonna join the gang based on the intro, but we did see Kincho. I think we knew about Kincho before we actually seen Kincho. Because of the cover and the intro and everything else, or at least I did. I don't know if you did or not, Bass, but
I knew about Kensho and I knew about Shizuki.
yeah.
She was one of the main people on the cover art. So I mean, how could I miss her?
Gotcha. But yeah, so Akira is just loading boxes, doing his job, and he notices a few crates of beer. And being the good guy he is, he starts singing his little beer song, and he starts up a generator to get a fridge going so he can get the beers cold for everyone. And Kosugi walks in and kind of confronts him, and really goes into him like, you're my property, just like the zombies. You're mindless. You're worthless. All this other stuff, and like that was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I really, really didn't like that. I generally don't like when people don't get treated well at work, and I, I'm generally an outspoken person on the job. So to see someone get treated like this and just be sitting there like, even though he's not a real person, like still get that like, visceral feeling, like, yo, stand up for yourself, say something, and him just sitting there with his head down and sweating. It was rough for me to watch.
I'm surprised that he even actually was capable of getting the beer and trying to do something for all the people, knowing that his old boss or his old lead or whatever was over him right now, or he was
Hmm.
at his compound. That surprised me a lot because that shows how much he's actually grown, even though he crumples in his face, but he's grown a lot to be able to actually think for himself while he's in a compound run by that person.
That's very true. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. I just want him to get that. I just need him to say some shit with his chest when he sees him. But I think we'll get to that point, and I think Kensho is when he's up and going again. They're gonna put an end to this bullshit. they've survived so much and been through so much already. I don't think when he gets his boy back, he's gonna be so afraid and feel alone. But yeah, I don't want to see any
Definitely
more panic attacks out of my guy.
no, definitely not. But yeah, while he's kind of grilling Tendo, so the baseball guy is walking behind him, and they're like, "Oh my god, is that beer?" And then Kosugi kind of takes credit for the whole damn thing. It's like, yeah, I just wanted to reward you guys for all your hard work keeping this place running and blah blah blah. And takes credit for the whole thing. And Akira's sitting there like, you fucking dick. It's my idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm like, yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right, dude. But they probably would have beat his ass.
I
So
don't know, man.
probably best he didn't say anything.
I'm, I wonder if the dudes in the uniform, I wonder if they're on another level in the compound, like if they have to work or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they're like the guards, and they're still pretty far under the main guy, Kasugi, because they still drink warm beer like the rest of everybody else. Just fucked up. Like they have a way to refrigerate the beer. Like just give them one cold brew a night. Do something. Making them
Definitely,
drink
man.
warm light beer is crazy.
Well, they probably get beer, but the other people that's out there working that we seen at the beginning or whatever, they probably don't get beer at all. You know what I mean?
Well, he said Akira was gonna end up drinking warm beer every day. So I think he gives them beer just to like keep them complacent.
Okay.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude is a
Guys,
master of manipulation. He kept a whole company running under those conditions for a long time. So, but yeah, I can't wait to see what happens in this situation. This is probably like the hairiest situation we've seen them in so far with this show.
what
Yeah, and
about
it's
the zombies?
This is different. It just hits different. I feel
I
like.
mean, that he was using them.
Oh, bro, yeah, we should not
Yeah.
skip over that. That was weird as hell.
oh,
Yeah,
I
that's the
think that
first
was
time.
that was more I thought that was more in Tendo's head in
No,
that he felt like a
No,
mindless zombie. Like with the
no,
like carrying the packages.
no, because he told Kira after the boys left, he's like, "You're like them zombies are tools. They're mindless tools who just
Oh.
do not listen or that do not think on their own, and that's what you are." That's what he told Kira after
hmm
his baseball lackeys left.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
that was more imagery, not like
No,
actual zombies.
No, he was actually using them to pull cargo.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
shoot, I
uh
thought that was
he's
imagery.
he's captured zombies and has are using them like mules basically to pull.
How the
Uh,
fuck do you catch zombies?
I mean, when you're a scary dude who has that mentality, you can just have your lackeys do it, and if they get bit, I mean, there's more to add to it, or either
Put some
that,
more
or
strips on the road.
or what if he's actually turning people that doesn't want to work into zombies, and they're already on chains. You know what I mean?
Whoa, that would be
Like
nuts.
we're getting into some serious shit here, but that it's a possibility with him because he's a piece of shit. So
That's like the most practical way to do it,
yeah,
and that
turn
makes
them into
sense.
zombies once they're
It's like
already uncontrollable. So
right, and like being like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and chain them up. Like you don't want to work, but I'm gonna make you work one way or the other.
yeah,
Dang. Hopefully, it doesn't get that dark. Um, but that would be nuts if it did.
I have a feeling that we'll probably stay here for at least another episode.
I
So
think so.
we'll see though. What happens.
Cool.